My parents didn't let me sleep at a friend's house until I was 16. Not once, not for a single night. Every other kid I knew had been doing sleepovers since elementary school. Birthday parties, summer nights, weekends. I always had to leave by 9. No exceptions, no negotiations. My mom would pick me up without fail. And I learned early not to argue in front of people because it only made the ride home worse. I told myself it was cultural. That's what I told my friends too. It was easier than explaining something I didn't fully understand myself. By middle school, the embarrassment had settled into something permanent. I stopped getting invited to things eventually. Not because people were cruel, just because everyone knew I'd have to leave early. So why plan around me? I ate lunch with the same 2 people for 3 years, mostly because they never made me feel like a problem. Everyone else had stories from weekends I was never part of. I tried pushing back once in 7th grade. There was a birthday party for a girl I genuinely liked, and she'd specifically asked if I could stay the whole night. I made my case at dinner, calmly, the way I'd practiced. My mom listened without interrupting, which felt promising. Then she said no, same as always, and left the table. My dad looked at me and said, "Don't push your mother on this." That was the end of it. What hurt wasn't the no. It was that there was never a reason, just no, and then silence. And then life continued, like I hadn't asked at all. High school made it worse. People were less patient with unexplained limitations. I watched friendships form around experiences I was permanently excluded from, and I started to believe something was wrong with me specifically, that my parents saw something untrustworthy in me that I couldn't see myself. I became withdrawn in ways I didn't have language for at the time. The rule finally broke the summer before junior year. A close friend invited a small group camping for a weekend, maybe 5 people total. I asked my mom 3 weeks in advance. She said she'd think about it. 2 weeks later, she still hadn't answered. 1 week before, I asked again. She said no. I didn't argue. I just went to my room and didn't come out for dinner. That night, she knocked on my door. She sat on the edge of my bed and didn't say anything for a long moment. Then she asked me if I remembered her sister. I said yes, though I'd only met her a few times. My mom's sister had died when they were teenagers. She was 15, my mom was 13. She went to a friend's house one night and never came home. A car accident on a road my mom still can't say the name of out loud. I didn't know. No one had ever told me. It existed somewhere in our family history that no one touched. My mom said she knew it wasn't fair. She said she'd known for years that she was making me carry something that wasn't mine. But every time she tried to let go of the rule, she'd lie awake imagining the phone call her own mother had received, and she couldn't move past it. We sat there for a long time after that. I didn't know what to say that wasn't inadequate. I went on the camping trip. She called twice while I was there, and I answered both times without complaint. When I got home Sunday afternoon, she hugged me longer than she usually did, and didn't explain why. Things shifted after that conversation. Not completely, not all at once, but in the direction of something more honest. She started telling me things about her sister. Small things, just details, like what she'd look like and what she'd been funny about. It seemed important to her that I knew who her sister was, not just what had happened to her. I think about that a lot now. How people build walls they never explain, and then wonder why you keep running into them. How grief can look like control from the outside and feel like love from the inside. I still check in when I'm out late, not because she asks me to anymore, just because I understand now what silence costs her, and I'm not willing to make her pay it.